Hello everybody, quite a big order of mine arrived. I ordered a few cards and the seller had some other interesting cards that I wanted to add to my portfolio, so let's see what we got in this one. Already nice way to package it, I like it. And there's another one. Alright. That is a cool way, I like it. So I think I will first take all of these batches off. And afterwards we can check out what arrived. Okay. Got quite a few batches of cards. Now let's unzip them. And let's see what I ordered. Alright, first of all, Territorial Allosaurus. Okay. Pretty good buddy for 4 mana. You get a 5/5 that can also be used for upside. I don't think it's that bad. As always, some cards are in German, some are in English. And here we have a soulbound creature. Okay. Then we have the Raised by Giants. Commander creatures you own have base power and toughness 10/10 and are giants in addition to their other types. Okay. Oh, I cannot translate that one, but I simply really like the artwork of this card. Frühlingslaubrecher, okay. When Kamigawa came out, I think that this is actually a pretty cool card, but yeah, it didn't find any play in any set or in any deck. Magus of the Order, okay. Sacrifice, search for another green creature, okay, so limited to that. Set your library for a green creature card. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library, okay. Verdant Force, always a great pickup. Then we have Kamal's Will, one of the commander cards that lets you choose both modes if you control your commander, okay. Choose target creature you don't control. Each creature you control deals damage equal to its power to that creature, okay. Might be interesting. I really like the instant on this card here. Then we have Zagras, Thief of the Heartbeat, I guess. Okay. And last but not least, Patchwork Crawler. Okay. Let's continue with the second one. Yeah, really shout out to the seller. I really like the way he packaged it. There we have Phyrexian Plague Lord. Okay, you can sacrifice it and target creature gets -4/-4. And sacrifice a creature, target creature gets -1/-1. Gotta keep in mind it's a carrier also, okay. Ogre Slumlord, really good in red tribal decks. We continue with Night Howler. That's one of the cards that I definitely wanted. I'm currently playing a graveyard deck, and this might be interesting. What I like is where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. That can be, yeah, especially in Commander, it's something for the long run. I like it. And I've never played with the Bestow mechanic, so might find some time now. Fated Return, an instant reanimation spell. Put target creature card from a graveyard. You can also pick from your opponent's graveyard under your control. It gains indestructible. Alright, if it's your turn, scry 2. I really like that card. You can synergize it with some upcoming board wipes. While the board wipe is on the stack, you can put something onto your battlefield that might synergize with death triggers. So I think it's a good pickup. It's quite expensive, but depending on the board state and how far you are ahead in the game, or if you just want to come back into the game, Fated Return looks interesting. Gelatinous Cube, alright, we remember that one from Standard. Put target creature card with mana value X, exiled with Gelatinous Cube, into its owner's graveyard, okay. Oh man, I wanted that card for the artwork, it looks so dope. Nicky B doing his thing. I love it. Then we have Intellektverschlinger, okay. Followed by Newsgraph Mob. Look at that artwork. Doesn't it look cool? And also a must-have for probably every zombie tribal deck. That is one card that I urgently needed for my reanimation deck, Momentous Fall. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. You draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then you gain life equal to its toughness. Yeah. I already run Greater Good in my deck, but Momentous Fall is a nice addition. I like the instant on this card. Really good card. And then we have Skark Goliath, 8 mana, 9/9, trample, blood rush. Discard Skark Goliath. Target attacking creature gets +9/+9 and gains trample until end of turn. I might give this one a try, but yeah. In reanimation decks, I think it can be interesting. 9/9 trample, who knows? Maybe it's cool. I do currently run a giant Ediphage, which is a little bit weaker in base power and toughness, but who knows? We will see. Then we come to the next pack, and already the first card looks really good to have. We have, how is it called in English? I think Demonic Embrace. Also a card that you can play over and over again from your graveyard by paying life and by discarding a card in addition to its mana cost. Then we have Waker of the Wilds, okay. Put X counters on target land you control. The land becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land, okay. The thing is, it's not a tap mechanic or something like that, so you can animate a lot of different lands. So if you have Seedborn use, for example, on the field, you can work something out. But you're also exposing your lands to removal spells. Then we have Nessischer Eber. All creatures must block Nessischer Eber, okay. And if he becomes blocked, the owner draws a card, okay. Coveted Prize. I think this is the Party Tutor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is, okay. If you have a full party, you may cast a spell with converted mana cost 4 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. Okay. Can be a nice win here. Soul Transfer, okay. Currently played a lot in Standard, so definitely a good pickup here. Homage an Horobi, okay. That's one of the red sagas. And the backside, okay. If he enters the battlefield, take over all red creature tokens. Okay. Nice. And if this one attacks, you can sacrifice a creature to draw a card. Mukotai Seelenreißer, already have that one in one of the alternative artworks. Army of the Damned, alright. Definitely got some cards for a zombie tribal deck today. Then we have, oh my god, how's that in English called? March of the Otherworldly Gaze, I guess. I don't really remember. But yeah, it's a great card in my opinion. It deals damage to creatures or planeswalkers depending on how much you pay into it, and you gain X life. So it can be a good card. Thieves Guild Enforcer, if I remember correctly. Great for rogue tribal decks. And then we have Tavern Brawl. Okay, in foil. I take it. Next pack. We have Willowgeist, Ravenous Baloth, not the best beast, but I take it. The Mending of Dominaria, okay. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, then shuffle your graveyard into your library. Oh, okay. Vivian's Essence Bow, Hive-Heart Shaman, okay. Oozeflux, moving counters from... you remove counters from a creature and then you create an XX Ooze creature token. Okay, there might be decks that might be interested in playing this one. Primordial Sage, the more expensive Beast Whisperer, if I remember correctly. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may draw a card. The Antiquities War, okay, Artifact Enchantment Saga. Then we have Anrufung der Urwesen. Kamigawa sorcery, create 2 ghost creature tokens, green ghost creature tokens. Or spirit it is, yeah. Then you can put a vigilance, reach, or trample counter on those spirits. Okay. Next package. Alright, there's the must-play commander for our bear tribal fans, Ayulia, Queen Among Bears. Take it. Overseer of the Damned. Then we have Braids. Okay. Good to have in a collection. Nebelrufer. Okay. Elijev, Crossroads Augur. Okay. If we would scry a number of cards, if that draw that many cards instead. Might not be that interesting in Elminster decks, for example. I think this works as a replacement effect, so not a good synergy there. But if you build around this one, can be cool. Laboratory Drudge. At the beginning of each end step, draw a card if you've cast a spell from a graveyard or activated an ability of a card in a graveyard this turn. This is helpful, especially I think that there are quite a few zombies that have activated abilities from graveyards. A Dragon Turtle. Tyrant Sky Commander, also a card that probably everybody has in its collection, but if this guy doesn't get answered, you can get out of hand really quickly. Schamloser Charlatan in foil, okay, a commander background in blue. Myojin, der kryptischen Träume, okay. Tameshi, Architect of Reality. When that guy came out, I built a deck around it. I think it's really cool. Although I'm not that much of a control player, but this is really dope. Good to have this one. There I also already see a card from our last pack opening, Alain de Désert. Then we have Shardless Agent, a Cascade card, okay. The Mirari Conjecturer, okay. Stolen Identity. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature with the Cypher mechanic. I do like Cypher, it's a cool mechanic. Verity Circle, okay. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. Very conditional. But you can tap creatures with it as an activated ability. But both are pretty expensive already, the casting cost and the activated ability. But it's about drawing cards, so might be playable. Heimtückischer Hehler again. Then we have Satoru Omizawa, the commander that, or the legendary creature that gives all of the cards in your hand and ninjutsu for 2 generic, 1 blue, 1 black. Cheating in some really big creatures. Glunch, der Großzügige, okay. 0/5. Then we have Herzog Ulda Rabenwacht. Living Twister. And Babali Saga, the Night Witch. That is a dope one. I've seen so many crazy plays with this card, simply because you gotta keep in mind that if you sacrifice, for example, an artifact creature, you already have 2 types for this ability. So really good pickup. I like it. All right, we got 2 more packs to go, and already this card here I'm super excited about. We have the Confunding Conundrum. Slow down your opponents that try to ramp by bringing additional lands into play. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player had another land enter the battlefield under their control this turn, they return a land they control to its owner's hand. This is a great card and can really slow down all of the green ramp decks. Magmatic Channeler, okay. Goblin Goon, okay. Very conditional card. Will, die Grenzklinge. I take it. It's a dice commander. Valkenrath Gorger, okay. 1 mana, 2/1 vampire. Each vampire creature card you own that isn't on the battlefield has madness. The madness cost is equal to its mana cost. Okay, for a 1 mana creature, I think it does a lot. Then we have Fluch des erschütterten Glaubens. Take it. Lavaborn Muse. Okay. Of each opponent's upkeep, if the player has 2 or fewer cards in hand, it deals 3 damage to him or her. Maybe interesting in a Grixis discard deck. Then we have Kragenwick Cremator. Okay. Seer Sundial. Okay, landfall. You may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Take it. Spark Hunter Masticore. To cast a spell, discard a card. Protection from Planeswalkers. And for 1, it deals 1 damage to target Planeswalker. And 3, it gains indestructible until the end of turn. Well, the casting cost of discarding a card isn't that attractive, but might see some play in some decks. Nice. Nevin Ryle's Disc, I think it's called. Enters the battlefield tapped, and for 1 and tap, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. That is a good pickup. Okay, now we come to the last pack, and I'm already seeing him again. We got another Orlando Desir, Rizona. Oh, I already got that one. Neunfinger Keen. Okay. Then we have John Irenicus. I saw some Commander gameplay with this card. He's really fun. Electro Hacker Mac. Okay. Abgott der Zähigkeit. Then we have Sigrid, die Götterbegnadete. Okay. Schutz vor Gottkreaturen. Protection from gods. Okay. Borderland Behemoth. Consuming Tide. That is a good one. Okay. Then we have another rare background in white this time. And for the last card, Geformtes Sonnenfeuer. Okay, I take it. Alright guys, so these were a lot of cards that I ordered. I'm happy that they all arrived and also in that good packaging. Definitely one of the best pickups and definitely Momentous Downfall. Can't wait to add that to my deck. And yeah, Fated Return and Night Howler might be cards that I will test out. And overall, the rest will go into my portfolio. Super happy with that. Let me know what you think about these cards. And then I would say, see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys.